Sing along, we know this one. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your ears to the song. Open your ears to the song. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your hearts, everyone. Open your hearts, everyone. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Don't be afraid of some change. Don't be afraid of some change. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Last time. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Thank you.
Welcome, everyone. It's our flower service, one of the best days of the year, in my opinion, and the day that we take time to remember how beautiful difference is, how vital, how much we need it to thrive. And because of that, this is our anti-fascist holiday, which I wish was some historical recreation relic, but it is not. It is a thing that we need again and again every year. So come, let us gather. Come, let us celebrate difference and work for the creation of the beloved community. Come, let us worship together.
This morning's words of welcome come from Monica Jacobson Tessenson. Welcome. What you bring, who you are, enriches us all. We say welcome to your joy, your hope, your pride. We say welcome to your grief, your fear, your anger, and the parts of you that are not yet ready to be seen and heard. Welcome to them as well. For we are people of faith, faith in our expansive welcome, faith in our ability to grow, faith in the precious gift of our truths, faith in the promise of trying, learning, changing, faith in our capacity to know ourselves and each other ever deeply. Welcome to you who are gay, straight, bi, pan, lesbian, queer, questioning, unable to be contained in any word. Welcome to you who are trans, cis, genderqueer, non-binary, intersex, agender, beyond words. Welcome to you who are human. Welcome to you who love and are loved. Welcome to you who are blessed, which is all of you. May this time together be a blessing. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to People's Church. Whether this is your first time at People's Church or you come every Sunday or anywhere in between, I welcome you. My name is John McClellan, and I'm from the Sunday Services Committee. People's Church is a member congregation of the Unitarian Universalist Association and part of a tradition of liberal religion. Here, our mission is to be a beloved community, embracing and serving our diverse world. Welcome to all.
As we begin, a few announcements. Today's service is an all ages service, so all are invited to be in this space. And our nursery is open, so if you're 3 and under, you can go be cared for back there. But if you're over 3, we want you in this space. We have and if you're someone who listens best and participates best when parts of your body are moving, we have our coloring table in the back. We have our fidget table, and they put out a bunch of scratch paper, which is very exciting for some of us who know what that is. And if you don't know what that is, maybe it's your time to find out. You can draw little beautiful designs by scratching on pieces of paper. The votes are in from the congregational meeting. The slate of candidates for the board and nominating committee were approved by a large margin, as was the church budget. Hooray. Your new board met on Tuesday, and officers for the coming year have been selected. So Joe Hampel is president, Matt Johnson is vice president, and Laura Boltman is our secretary. Also at the board meeting, we appointed a new treasurer. So Alan, after 17 years of service, I think, Alan Hunt finally gets to step back. Hopefully for good this time. Thank you, Alan. And our new treasurer is Tom Hackley, who has promised that he will not serve for 17 years. So thank you, everyone, for your leadership. Next Saturday is our White Elephant sale, and there are still time to donate your items that are in search of a new home this week. And there's also still some volunteer roles that need to be filled. You can visit the White Elephant table in the foyer or call the church office to find out more about those roles. And one of the most important things to do this week is to spread the word about the White Elephant sale. So if you are a social media person, spread the word on social media. If you have that friend or neighbor that you know loves to go to garage sales, tell them about it. And if you live at a place that's on the that's a busy intersection, we have a few yard signs to put out. So go to the White Elephant table and sign out a yard sign to put in your yard and encourage your neighbors to come to the sale. And beginning next week, our summer services start. So between next week and the Sunday after Labor Day, we have services that I describe as lower in production values, but higher in intimacy. So it's often led by a member of the church sharing a personal reflection. There's usually a time for conversation with other church folk during the service. And our kids are largely outside doing one-room schoolhouse crafts and activities and stories and things. It is a good time. And next Sunday, the service will be led by our own Daryl Liacano, who is leaving us, unfortunately, but he's moving to Vermont and is letting us celebrate him, despite his own wishes, I think, a little bit, but thank you, Daryl. So please come for music and joy. There is a poster out in the foyer to send good wishes to Daryl. Please sign it. Or if you're watching us on Zoom or YouTube, you can relay a message to either Donna McClurkin or the church office, and they will make sure it's added. Okay, I think that's everything for now. That's a lot. I hope it all sunk in. Let's sing.
I invite you all to rise and bow to your spirit to sing together. What are you laughing at? Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise of the morning, praise for them springing fresh from the word. Sweet the rain's new fall, sunlit from heaven, like the first dew fall first grass. Praise for the sweetness of the wet garden, sprung in completeness where God's feet pass. Mine is the sunlight, mine is the morning, born of the one light Eden saw play. Praise with elation, praise every morning, God's recreation of the new day.
I'd like to call Reed up to light the chalice. If you're lighting a chalice at home, you're encouraged to type in the chat box, "A chalice is lit," and then wherever you are. All of Us Are Beautiful by Thomas Rhodes. We come in a variety of colors, shapes, and sizes. Some of us grow in bunches. Some of us grow alone. Some of us are cupped inward, and some of us spread ourselves out wide. Some of us are old and dried and tougher than we appear. Some of us are still in bud. Some of us grow low to the ground, and some of us stretch toward the sun. Some of us feel like weeds sometimes. Some of us carry seeds sometimes. Some of us are prickly sometimes. Some of us smell. And all of us are beautiful. What a bouquet of people we are. From the Forward to the Path of Kindness, Poems of Connection and Joy by Danusha Lamaris. Most of us spend a lot of time waiting for the right moment, by which I mean the moment when everything is as we want it to be. The laundry done, the faucet fixed, the kids all getting along with each other. We wait for it to rain, or for it to stop raining, for the pandemic to be over, for a baby to be born, or for the kids to leave the house. Wait until we get the promotion, the car, the partner. The conditions we place on our experience of life are endless. And when I'm struck by a moment of sanity, I notice those conditions falling away, if only for an instant. The house is a mess, and yet here I am, as I was earlier today, accepting a rose from a woman I don't even know, who, on the small country road where I walk with my husband, ran after me to extend her hand and offer a flower, the most brilliant shades of pink and apricot, the petals ruffled like petticoats. "Here," she said, "for you." And I don't know what was more beautiful, the rose or the effort she made to deliver it. For the whole walk it glowed, a presence between us. Meanwhile, wars waged on, the hospital wards remained full, many went to bed hungry. How do we live in the gap between the hoped for and the real? We want the world to be less broken, ourselves to be less broken, to love an unbroken person. But here we are. So many days it's difficult to carry on. The simple mammalian pleasure of touch can be what we need, or witnessing a beloved engaged in an everyday task, like washing dishes or braiding a child's hair. And there it is, the breath of the sacred. What we really want to know is, am I welcome here? Am I part of the tribe? Do I have a place? And so, when a stranger offers a flower, it seems possible that we are meant to be exactly where and who we are, that we are meant. The most memorable moments of my life are often the smallest. Not my college graduation, but the moment a little girl took the ends of my scarf when I walked through a crowd at the farmer's market and began to twirl, inviting me into an impromptu pas de deux. It seemed no one else saw it, and so it felt as if we'd stepped outside of time. Kindness is not sugar, but salt. A dash of it gives the whole dish flavor. I want to keep remembering, to keep living into these moments and the worlds they contain, to know they are where the world I want to live is made, that it is made right here in the heart of the broken, the ordinary.
In addition to our chalice lit here at People's Church, we have a chalice lit this morning on Munson Lake near Grand Junction. So now, if you haven't already brought your flowers forward and joined them into this dazzling bouquet, I invite you to hold them up high. And children, I invite you to come up for a story, but as you do that, snag any stray flowers that might be near you or bring them up yourselves, okay? Oh, I see some people grabbing some, bringing them up. Love that. And all the children, if you want to come up for a story, it is time. Oh. If you guys can put them all in here, you'll get a chance to grab one later. I'm just using some to help me tell the story. Okay. Oh, that's a beautiful one. Can you put it back, please? Thank you. Oh, Herschel, you'll get one later, okay? Okay, there's a little space right here. Okay, I see that. Oh, I'm so glad we get to sit next to each other today. Okay, you're all settled in? Here we come, a few more. Okay, great, great. So the story today takes place in a garden that maybe looks a little bit like that table, that little garden table we have. And once upon a time, there were two kids walking through the garden. And one kid said, "Oh, this is so beautiful. Look at all the flowers. Look at all the colors." And then the other child said, "I don't see color." And then they kept walking. And after they left, the flowers started talking amongst themselves. And the carnation said, "I am so sad because that child can't see color. They can't see how beautiful the garden is. They can't see all the differences."
They couldn't see if it was white or not.
Yeah, they couldn't see. And then the daisy said, "I think they might just be pretending, because sometimes humans get confused about how to be fair and say things like, 'I don't see color and I don't see difference.'" And the carnation said, "Why would they ever pretend about that?" And the daisy says, "Sometimes people like to pretend things are all the same because that's the best way they know how to make things fair."
I know.
You're helping me hold it. Do you guys think that makes any sense, to pretend that all the flowers are the same and there's no difference?
Yes.
Do you think that makes sense? Yeah, why doesn't it make any sense?
Because differences are what make people special.
Differences are what make people special. You've already seen where this is going. You could probably tell the rest of the story. I'm so grateful for you.
It doesn't make sense. flowers are talking.
It doesn't make sense. I know, it's a made-up story. But maybe flowers talk to each other, just not in a language we understand.
The child is colorblind.
Maybe the child is colorblind. Good point. Let's say that this is a story where the child can see and is not colorblind.
The child is covering it.
Or maybe they're covering their eyes.
And trying to guess.
And trying to guess. Oh, you guys have so many different ways we could tell this story. I love it.
If she accidentally bumped into a tree and they're walking, and actually,
Okay.
when they were walking, the girl accidentally turned around and went to.
Oh, did she maybe bonk herself on a tree and then couldn't see the colors very well?
Yeah.
Yeah, that could have happened. Yep, I should have been more clear.
She looked back. She accidentally bumped her face into a tree, and when they got there, she said, "I can't see the flowers."
Oh, yeah. And then the carnation said, will these people ever learn to see the colors and see the flowers? You know someone who can't see colors? Yeah, it can happen. I know somebody too. And then the daisy says, we will just have to keep blooming every single year until all of those people know that difference is beautiful. And so that's part of why we do our flower service every year, is to help us all remember that difference is beautiful, and it is a good thing that we are not all the same, because it wouldn't make for a very beautiful garden or a very beautiful table or a very beautiful world. Okay, thank you for helping me tell this story. I'm going to invite you guys to go back with your grown-ups, and the choir is going to come up and sing for us. Oh, do you see? Dad's way back there. Okay. Yeah, or do you want to sit up with me? Come on up. I'll sit right here.
Yeah, maybe a substitute there. That would be great. How about Bob in front of me? Bob in front of me is good. There we go. Oh, no one in front of me. Oh, even better. Wow, look at that. So I'm assuming we're inviting folks to join in on this hilarity. Do we have the words up here or not? Oh, we don't. Okay, well, you can still sing along on the chorus as much as you would like. And certainly you can giggle and dance and jump around, because this is a really funny song. Anyway, it's called A Dazzling Bouquet. Here we go, I hope. Mine is the church where everybody's welcome. I know it's true, 'cause I got through the door. We are a dazzling bouquet of every kind of flower. Jump in the vase, 'cause we got space for more. Come here, all you 6-foot gladiolas. Come, all you purple lilac shining bright. Come, let us all bloom together in one garden. A carnival of fragrance and delight. Mine is a church where everybody's welcome. I know it's true, 'cause I got through the door. We are a dazzling bouquet of every kind of flower. Jump in the vase, 'cause we got space for more. We don't simply tolerate each other. We ask and tell, we don't just turn away. We give attention to every bud and blossom. Let every face come grace the grand bouquet. Mine is a church where everybody's welcome. I know it's true, 'cause I got through the door. We are a bouquet of every kind of flower. Jump in the vase, 'cause we got space for more. Our demons keep trying to divide us. They document their lies to make them true. Today we're freed from our judging and excluding. Just look around, enjoy this lovely view. Mine is a church where everybody's welcome. I know it's true, 'cause I got through the door. We are a dazzling bouquet of every kind of flower. Jump in the vase, 'cause we got space for more. Mine is a church where everybody's welcome. I know it's true, 'cause I got through the door. We are a dazzling bouquet of every kind of flower. Jump in the vase, 'cause we got space for more. Jump in the vase, 'cause we got space for more.
People's Church is a community that supports one another. One of the ways we do that is when we gather, we invite people to share the joys and sorrows and milestones of their lives. If you have something to share today, if you're with us on Zoom, please type it into the chat box. If you're with us in person, please come forward, speak briefly, share your name, and place a stone in our bowl of water. And a few more stones for all of the joys and sorrows, the triumphs and milestones we are holding in our heart today, those in our wider community and our wider world. Sources of reason and radiance, sources of courage and compassion, keep watch with those who work or watch or weep this day. May the suffering be soothed. May the weary find rest. May the sick be tended. May the dying and those who love them find peace. May the joyous be shielded. May all of us know we are wrapped in a love that surrounds us always, a web that connects us to all that exists.
These are the words I offered as a meditation over the flowers before their distribution. Ve jménu toho, co je svaté, ve jménu toho, co je dobré, ve jménu toho, co dává život, sešli jsme se tady dnes v tomto místě, Byl nám dán život, abychom žili v povědomí věčnosti. Neboť to je zdroj štěstí. Abychom pracovali na sobě a vnášeli do svého života štěstí. Abychom byli co platní druhým, se kterými jsme provázáni neviditelnými vztahy. Vy květiny, připomínáte nám tu úžasnou jednoduchost přírodního řádu a to, že i my jsme jeho součástí. Připomínáte nám krásu a harmonii rozmanitosti. Připomínáte nám, že lze cítit a vnímat a žít jednotu v různosti a různost v jednotě. Nechť jeden duch tvůrčího života nás spojí, tak, jako mezi námi vládne. In the name of what is holy, in the name of what is good, in the name of that which gives life, we have gathered here in this place today. We have been given life to live under the aspect of eternity, for that is the source of happiness. To work on ourselves and bring happiness into our lives, to be as valid as possible to others with whom we are connected by invisible relationships. You, the flowers, remind us of the wonderful simplicity of the natural order, and that we too are a part of it. You remind us of the beauty and harmony of diversity. You remind us that one can feel and perceive and live unity in diversity and diversity in unity. Let the spirit of creative life unite us as it reigns among us.
I invite you all to join me in song from your seats. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be whole. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. May you be whole. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be whole.
From Why Fish Don't Exist by Lulu Miller. To some people, a dandelion might look like a weed, but to others, that same plant can be so much more. To an herbalist, it's a medicine, a way of detoxifying the liver, clearing the skin, and strengthening the eyes. To a painter, it's a pigment. To a hippie, a crown. A child, a wish. To a butterfly, it's sustenance. To a bee, a mating bed. To an ant, one point in a vast olfactory atlas. And so it must be with humans, with us. From the perspective of the stars or infinity or some eugenic dream of perfection, sure, one human life might not seem to matter. It might be a speck on a speck on a speck, soon gone. But that was just one of infinite perspectives. This was what Darwin was trying so hard to get his readers to see, that there is never just one way of ranking nature's organisms. To get stuck on a single hierarchy is to miss the bigger picture, the messy truth of nature, the whole machinery of life. The work of good science is to try to peer beyond the convenient lines we draw over nature, to peer beyond intuition where something wilder lives, to know that in every organism at which you gaze, there is complexity you will never comprehend.
I invite you to rise and bow to your spirit for this one. It's called Hold Everybody Up. You don't have the words in front of you, but I promise you, you can learn them real quick. So this one starts like this. It goes, we gotta hold everybody. We gotta hold everybody up. And then we go up. We gotta hold everybody. We gotta hold everybody up. Hold everybody up. Up, over there, yep. Hold everybody up. Other side, up, up. Hold everybody up, up, up. Hold everybody. Then we give some. We gotta hold everybody. We gotta hold everybody up. We gotta hold everybody. We gotta hold everybody up. Hold everybody up, up, up. Hold everybody up. Hold everybody up. Hold everybody up. I got a verse for you. This is how it goes. Just because you look like you and I look like me, it doesn't mean we can't be friends. You're not my enemy. We gotta hold everybody. We gotta hold everybody up. We gotta hold everybody. We gotta hold everybody up. 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 One more verse. People all around the world sometimes feel so sad, but when others show they care, well, things don't seem so bad. Last time we gotta hold everybody. We gotta hold everybody up. We gotta hold everybody. We gotta hold everybody up. Hold everybody up. Hold everybody up. Hold everybody up. Up, up. Hold everybody up. That's it. Thank you so much.
Look at our dazzling bouquet that we have created, or many bouquets kind of bunched together. Our altar of flowers and things that are flowered. We have puzzles and drawings and a paint by number set. We have so many of the invasive daisies that crowd our labyrinth on our grounds, giving new purpose. We have the flowers that you all brought from your gardens, from the store or the farmer's market, from the roadside on your way here, and in at least one instance, taken from the neighbor's garden, I learned. It is two. Okay, a couple of thieves in our midst. It is a dazzling bouquet. And the addition of flowered objects, which is not something we've done before here, is a tradition of the Unitarian Church in Prague, where the flower service began 100 years ago this month. Reverend Peter Samoyski, the minister there, says that in his congregation, people kind of go over the top with the flowered objects, bringing whole cakes with flowered icing on them to put on the table for someone else to take home. He also always puts in a few thorny branches or stinging nettles into the bouquet, which I did not do, don't worry. But I do like the symbolism of that. The thing about a church is that you don't get to pick who else is here. There's not an admissions committee deciding who is worthy. If you want to be here, you get to be. Mine is the church where everybody's welcome. I know it's true because I got through the door, is what our choir sang earlier. And there are people here, I think all of us could know the names in our heart of hearts that we probably wouldn't pick. And the work of church is to practice again and again how to show up as a community of care together, so we can take those skills out into the world and create the beloved community. So much of our society, our world right now, is people splintering and finding the small groups that they can exist in where they are not challenged, where there is not difference, and we strive to be something else. The hope is that in time we can learn that even a stinging nettle is delicious when sauteed with butter and garlic, that just like a dandelion can be a weed or a medicine, sustenance or a mating bed, a crown or a wish, each of us has something to offer the world, the community, our relationships. In a few minutes, we will bless each other with flowers. In the Prague church, it is the children's job to distribute the flowers, because Reverend Peter says the kids are better at including all of the flowers. When it's just the adults, they tend to go to the showstoppers. And the kids make sure even the scraggliest weed has a place to go, a hand to be in. Now, I'm not going to change our tradition because I think it is so beautiful how we bless one another with the flowers, but I invite you, when it's your turn to pick a flower to give to someone, maybe don't go for the biggest, brightest peony. Maybe go for something a little more overlooked, unless you feel in your heart that the person beside you just really needs a beautiful peony today. Because the gifts we receive from this church are, most of the time, not very showy. They're usually not the thing we would have picked off a menu in advance. And if you've been here a little while, I invite you to think of how your life has been impacted by this church. I'm sure there are some things you could have anticipated, a new friend, some inspiration, but if we are doing religious community right, there are many things you couldn't have anticipated. Spiritual growth is not a 3-step process. It's a smooth journey from here to there. And sometimes it feels like growth and community and commitment choose us rather than us choosing it. There's the time that someone in your chalice circle spoke the truth in a way you hadn't been able to articulate. There are the times that someone showed up for you when you really needed it. The spiritual practice that you cultivated in this community that helped you through a challenge. The moment in worship that surprised you in a heart-growing sort of way. The friendship with someone across difference, from a different generation or background or spiritual orientation. That time you faced something hard about yourself and knew you needed to do some sometimes painful work of healing or growing or learning or unlearning, and this community was here to hold you through it. Not getting to pick your flower, not going straight for the showiest one on the table, is a reminder, a ritual reminder, that we get to be surprised and blessed in ways we did not anticipate in this community. The unexpected is an important part of being a community bound by covenant. So this ritual is a metaphor for our church, but if it was only that, I don't think it would have grown from one church in Prague to a ritual that happens in nearly every Unitarian and Unitarian Universalist congregation this time of year. Difference is beautiful. Difference is strength. Difference is a gift in the world, not just within the bounds of our church. 100 years ago, when Norbert Čapek created the flower ritual, his church was brand new, founded just a few years earlier. And his country, Czechoslovakia, was also brand new, founded just a few years earlier. That church and its people were navigating nationalisms and how to be a church, how to be a community, how to be a country. And every year they would build a dazzling bouquet to remind themselves and the world that difference is beautiful, difference is strength, difference is a gift. They continued this ritual when the Nazis came. They continued this ritual when Čapek, their founding minister, was arrested and died in a death camp. He held a flower ritual, or its equivalent, with sticks and blades of grass in the camp with his people. And the church continued to remind themselves and the world that difference is beautiful, difference is strength, difference is a gift through the rise and the fall of communism, through the velvet divorce of Czechia and Slovakia, to the present moment. And meanwhile, their ritual spread around the world within Unitarianism and Unitarian Universalism. And I wish that this celebration of difference could be a quaint historic artifact that we take off the shelf and reenact every year as a historical curiosity. Oh, what a different time they must have had then. And that isn't our world right now. Our anti-fascist holiday is needed now as much as it ever has been. So in a time when race determines infant mortality, air quality, access to education, and so much more, we need to remind ourselves and the world that difference is beautiful. We commit and recommit to the beloved community and accountably dismantling racism within ourselves and our institutions. In a time when anti-trans legislation is making wide parts of our country inhospitable and unsafe for trans and non-binary kin, and so-called Proud Boys violently oppose a drag show across town, we need to remind ourselves and the world that difference is strength, that all of us, of all genders, all sexualities, are worthy of care and respect and equal protection under law. In a time when books are being challenged and banned, and some people want to rewrite our history so it no longer has hatred and oppression in it, we need to remind ourselves that the world that difference is a gift. And we commit and recommit ourselves to free and responsible searches for truth. As I said to our bridgers last week, rituals are the tools we use to make things real, but they are not magic. Walking 20 feet doesn't magically turn you from a youth to a young adult. Just like holding a flower doesn't magically build beloved community on its own, but the rituals are the way that we mark important moments and remind ourselves of what matters most. The flowers remind us of our commitment in this community and beyond. They remind us that the world can be a dazzling bouquet, and we are the ones who can make it so. So may we make it so. And our special offering today is a chance to start making it so, everybody. Our special offering today supports Isaac, which is the congregation-based community organizing effort that People's Church, along with 30 other congregations and organizations, is part of in Kalamazoo County. I urge you to find ways to connect to this good and important work through your generosity today, but also through other ways. If you are looking to make positive change in Kalamazoo County, Isaac is one of the most effective change makers we have. Isaac got the buses to run second shift on Sundays, and Casey fed Ready Fours, grew out of their effort to get high quality preschool for all children in our county. They have been a driving force behind so many of the efforts to end homelessness in our community. They are working in inspiring ways to end gun violence. They, which is to say we, show up again and again and again for justice. And if you need more convincing, it is good for you all to know that their approach to the work is deeply relational and transformational. We change the world and we change ourselves at the same time. Through the work of Isaac and the leadership of Dr. Charlay Davis, who you'll see on the screen in a moment, I have learned and grown so much. From a healing whiteness circle that helped me understand my identity and cause less pain as I move through the world, to a racial healing circle where I got to listen to other Isaac participants in new ways and expand my own understanding, to encouragement to seek out roles in leadership where I advocate for our values and Isaac values in our city. My involvement in Isaac has made our community better, but has also made me a better human. So please give generously to support this good work. And I invite you to explore becoming more deeply involved in the work of Isaac, because some of our most active Isaac folks will be standing behind the purple tablecloth that says Isaac in the foyer after the service. So find ways to connect. This is really important and really life-giving work. So do it for yourself, but also for all of us. Take it away, Dr. Charlay.
Greetings, love, and gratitude to Reverend Rachel and my People's Church family. I'm so very sorry that I cannot join you in person this morning. I am attending my niece's graduation from K College, but I am so grateful and blessed to be able to lean in virtually. My name is Charlay Davis, and I am the Executive Director of Isaac, Interfaith Strategy for Advocacy and Action in the Community. We are an interfaith organizing network made up of 30 member congregation, organizations, and partners. We are working to build the beloved community that Dr. King spoke of, a place where all people are held as beloved, while not devoid of conflict, a place free of violence, and where policies and practices are infused with love, with abundance, and with equity. A few reasons why Isaac is special. We focus on root changes and policy and practice changes. We want that the work that we do, we want it to impact generations to come. We are also the Isaac family. Now, that doesn't mean we always agree, but that's okay, because we are committed to staying at the table, no matter what. We understand that we need one another, and we cannot do this vital and difficult work alone. There are 4 main priorities: group violence intervention, anti-racism, housing, and gun violence prevention. We have task forces that meet at least once a month, and they are open to anyone who is interested in joining. Over the past 20 plus years, Isaac, in collaboration, has had numerous accomplishments. Some include Sunday and late night buses starting to run, being more inclusive and accessible to all community members, being the origin for the development of KC Ready 4s, which provides high quality pre-kindergarten for 4-year-olds. And under the catalyst leadership of Vice Mayor Patrice Griffin, the passing of the city's Housing Equity Ordinance and Civil Rights Board to decrease housing discrimination. And also connecting and supporting elected officials, law enforcement, and other decision-making leaders into anti-racism and other ally and transformational trainings to help impact their governing. That's in Kalamazoo and Kalamazoo County. Now, part of our work is not only looking to change and transform systems, but is also seeking to be on that ongoing journey of self-transformation. We are so happy to host and to partner for ongoing various ally, anti-racism, and leadership trainings for us as an Isaac family, because transformation begins in us. Now, I want to invite you all to a few upcoming events. The first is Tuesday, July 11th at 6:30 p.m. We will have dinner and then our annual meeting at 7 p.m. We will be in the dining room of St. Luke's Episcopal Church. We invite you in person or to join us via live stream to hear about the awesome work of Isaac over the past year. You are welcome to wear masks or to not wear masks, whatever makes you feel comfortable. And also on September the 9th, we are holding our second annual in-person walk, run, roll at 1:30 p.m. in Spring Valley Park. Now, we all know it's been a tough few years. So much has happened locally, nationwide, and we look forward to coming together as a community. There will be music and performances, awards, food, hydration, and activities for all ages. You will get to decide your own pace, your own distance, and this is a walk, run, roll, meaning this event is stroller, wheelchair, and walker inclusive and friendly. We had a blast together back in 2018, and I look forward to seeing the People's Church teams again, and I hope that the People's Church Family Choir can again perform. So again, thank you, Reverend Rachel and the People's Church family for always sowing of your resources and your time, your prayers, your gifts. You have and you continue to be a foundational and valued family member in this collaborative work of Isaac. Ecclesiastes 4:9-12 says that two are better than one. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. That holds true today. And you may say, Charlotte, I'm not really sure what to do or how. These social justice issues, the problems are just too large. And I would say together, we can make an impact. We can see the change that we want generations to come to feel. We are in the center of troubling times. We are. But we don't and can't close our eyes. We don't and can't wait for things to get better. We pray and or reflect. We plan and then we move. We hold strong to faith. We hold strong to consciousness. And we know that we have to hold strong to one another. We have to hold up one another. So my People's Church family, you are already a community of faith and consciousness and action, and we appreciate all that you do. We continue to need you in this work, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Blessings to you all. I love you, and we look forward to seeing you at the annual meeting and also the walk, run, roll. Blessings.
Please join me in giving thanks for all that sustains us. From the countless gifts we each have been given, gifts of life and love and sustenance, we bring these small portions to share in the works of love which none of us can accomplish alone.
Now it is time to share these flowers with one another. So the way that we do this is we'll form lines coming up the outside of the common space that come forward, and then we'll have two, and then you'll go back to your seats that way. And the person in front of you will hand you a flower or an object with a flower on it. Oh, there's some painted rocks. There's so many beautiful things up here. And say a word of blessing, a word like joy or hope or peace or courage, and hand you your flower. And then you will come and take a different flower from the table and turn and offer that to the person behind you, giving after you have just received another, perhaps the same word of blessing. And for those of you on Zoom, I wish we could shoot flowers through the tools of technology, but if you want to offer up a word of blessing on Zoom, we would be grateful for it. And we know that rituals need witnesses too. So when we are not actively receiving flowers, we can watch others receive blessings. And that matters too. That's an important part of showing up for one another. If moving up to the front of the space is hard for you, you can ask someone who's sitting near you to bring you a flower and a blessing, or the lines will get really short at the end if standing up for a shorter time or moving for a shorter time works for you. Okay, let's do it. Okay. Okay, I bless you with courage. So now you take one. So may the flowers we have in our hands be reminders of generosity, of beauty and difference, of all of the gifts we give and receive and in this community and in this world. And now we are singing ourselves out with the song we usually only sing out children and teachers to. Yeah. So let us all go forth